Welcome to the employer testimonial, partner testimonial, happy graduate testimonial here at InterCoast College today. It's about 10:58, so I could give it just a couple minutes, but I wanted to welcome everyone to our roundtable discussion.
I reached out to Angie, gosh, I think that was maybe August, as kind of when we began our interaction, and it's been fantastic ever since. So I kind of led point on the communication with InterCoast, receiving resume banks, as we call them, directly from the various campuses. It works well because we have locations where InterCoast has campuses. So we've been able to pipeline students through resume banks. From there, we were able to pass it off so that we could have better oversight of where all of these candidates were going. So there's a Northern California representative and a Southern California representative that take point with Angie and really pipeline these candidates to our hiring managers and open positions. Past that, I think that it's also very important that from what we are seeing, we are also able to give feedback. If we would like to see individuals that have specific soft skills, or if we, whatever we are or are not seeing, we're able to give that feedback directly to the institution, and we see that adjustment in the resume banks that we receive. So again, nothing but good things to say about the partnership. And we've been very impressed with the candidates that we've employed thus far.
We've been a partner with ICC for over 10 years, and we've got to see, thousands of individuals go through ICC and go through our certification and registration. And we've been great collaborative partners over the years. So it's always great to have a school that will work with you and, really want to understand the credentialing system and what that means and how they can help navigate the students. It was really great to hear the student, his testimony on how the school helps him even to this today on getting through the system. And that's what I really like about ICC, is that they assist the students and help them. And, it's not just about them, receiving the education, but it's also about them continuing on their career path and being able to have the career of their dreams and be able to then move forth and be able to help others and become drug and alcohol counselors. And I've always appreciated that aspect of ICC and their dedication to not only the students, but the community and, their ongoing support and growth, So, that is truly amazing quality of InterCoast Colleges. And I really appreciate that.
And usually it's either mental health or substance use that most of my population is dealing with, and just the support. And trying to get credentialed through CCAPP. Just today, Joelle is trying to help me with that, and she doesn't just. InterCoast doesn't just stop helping you when you get your job. They've been with me through the long haul, and I have nothing but great things to say about InterCoast College. You guys are rock stars in my eyes.
One of the things that I love, I'm the vice president that oversees the education department. And one of the things is our partnership for a long time has been standing with InterCoast Colleges. We really appreciate also the invites to see our students that are not only just going through your program, but also being able to see the graduations. Myself, Pete, also has taken place and spoke at the graduations. I've been honored by Gita and also some of your board of directors or should I say your leadership, to be able to speak at many of the graduations, especially the last graduation we had in person, which there were like thousands of people. I think that was the biggest audience I've ever spoke to. That place was huge. So I really, really got a chance to meet not only who's going to be certified next, but also the education and the longstanding relationships that we have with InterCoast Colleges. They've been very supportive. We've been supported to them, also with our conferences and meeting students, the education component too, and meeting our standards for their students to get certified through us. So our partnership really means a lot to us because of the fact not only do we certify counselors, we also do education. And being that you are one of our approved schools, we really appreciate you and also the partnership that you hold with CCAPP.
Probably my closest work with InterCoast Colleges was when I was the director of operations and clinical services for an intensive outpatient program that had 6 locations in LA and Orange counties. And we got a significant amount of interns from InterCoast Colleges. And as it turned out, most of my employees ended up being graduates of InterCoast Colleges. I never hesitate to share that we got interns from all over. We got them from community colleges, we got them from major universities, we got it from private post-secondaries like InterCoast Colleges, and really hands down the best interns we got were from InterCoast Colleges. And I have no problem sharing that. I've said that out loud for for years. It's just a very extensive program, and when the students come for their internship, they know what they're doing. And as a result of that, I think there was a point in time where about 70% of my employees at the 6 intensive outpatient locations were InterCoast College graduates.
I am a tenured professor at Glendale Community College. I've been with Glendale Community College. I'm the director of the Addiction Studies Counselor Program at Glendale Community College. I am a stakeholder, one of the collaborators with InterCoast College, and we have recognized and accredited their Addiction Studies program, the Associates program, and certified their both the Addiction Studies program certified, not the Associates program, and as well as the recognized their Bachelor's program. Very, very happy to say their 39-unit program is extremely sound. We use some of the same text that they use, and we are very happy to have this relationship going forward with InterCoast. I am very happy that Angie has brought me on board to be part of this, to offer this testimony with this accreditation team, and to have this relationship with InterCoast. So thank you for allowing me to be part of this, Angie. Thank you.
InterCoast has been a big part of the growth of AMCA for years. You have a tremendous leader in Gita, and her allowing AMCA to work with your team has been nothing but fantastic. We work really closely with Justin and Beverly. I don't think they're on their call, but they are tremendous in trying to make sure that the candidates have gone through the program, met the eligibility requirements, and are getting jobs as medical assistants, which is our main focus. And I would like to share with everyone on the call, they actually have 100% passing ratio. I mean, yes, numbers were a little lower during COVID, but that is tremendous that they were able to take the candidates still eligible through COVID, teach them remotely, and get 100% passing. That has not happened. I was shocked when I found that out. I did my homework late this morning, but I was able to uncover that, and they should be very proud of it. I mean, they allow AMCA to shine in California because you are producing quality allied healthcare medical assistants. They're taking our certification passing. Certification is not required in California, but you are raising the bar for the candidates, saying you need this validation. They understand the need. They're making more money, your candidates. So I commend you, and I'm proud of you, and I think the relationship is going nowhere but up in 2021.
We do have a student that is hired with us currently from InterCoast College. She's doing fantastic, extremely fantastic. So it's a good testimony from InterCoast College. She's helping lead one of more intense programs that we have here at SSG. Her and another gentleman are heading up the substance abuse piece of it. Our company is primarily mental health, but with a big component of substance abuse.
I am the program director here at River Community, which is a program of social model recovery systems. I am also an alumni of InterCoast College. I went through their AOD program in 2012, completed in 2013, and then stood on and completed the AAS program in 2014. My life experience, as well as the education that I got through InterCoast, has led me right into the seat where I am the program director of River Community, which is, as I said, a program of social model recovery systems. We treat mental health and substance use disorders. We have relationships with, thank you, Bob, recognizing the stadium behind me. We treat substance use disorders and mental health up here. My relationship with InterCoast, well, this past year I haven't been able to do any substitute teaching, but I have been able to hire on alumni, interns, and, you know, definitely develop them and bring them up into this profession.
A lot of the guys, they're new to the trade, but they're willing to learn. And that's what we could ask for, is guys that are willing to learn, be there on time, and want to grow in the trade, because we understand that you're not going to get all the learning from the campus. And yeah, we hired, off the top of my head, maybe 10 to 20 guys from InterCoast, and they've done good with us. So thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. How long have you been working with the partnership with InterCoast College as an employer?
Since I got out the Army, so about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Before I joined the Army, my father was an electrician. I recruited over Southern California with the technical schools, but I was highly impressed with the communication, and especially with the program, the instructors that I decided to enroll at the school. And I'm about to start the HVAC program and just use those skills that I get from the school to, I guess, get more technical in my sales techniques in selling. Yeah, so thank you.
We love the students, the candidates that we get from your program. They have a solid background with the PV hours and training, and also, like Belinda just touched on, the electrical. They're perfect candidates for our residential PV install team. The entry level, they bring them in at a S1 or an S2 level. We have 5 levels. When we first started working together in July, we were actually filling roles for solar roof between Los Angeles and San Diego, and I believe we brought on many candidates. I think close to 20 or maybe even more at the time.
Yes.
That was on our solar roof program, which is similar to our solar panel program. Just instead of panels, they're solar glass tiles. They're new to the solar family. And recently, I myself have brought on several, a couple handfuls of solid candidates on our residential PV install team. And I have to tell you, my GMs love the InterCoast candidates. They love them. They come in, they're ready and willing to learn. They have a want to learn more. And like I said, they have the basics knowledge of what's needed for the installation team. And I think even yesterday I reached out to you because one of my colleagues reached out to me and said, "Where are you getting all these candidates from?" And I said, "Oh, stand by, let me see what I can do." I reached out to Angie, and she sent over another handful of solid resumes, and I forwarded them over to Solar Roof, which I don't cover. I cover PV, the panel installation. I sent them over to my colleague in Solar Roof, and she went bonkers. She goes, "These are great. I can't wait to call them." So I know she's already calling and extending offers to your candidates.
My interns that come to me, it is proof in the pudding that you guys do a great job there, because they do come head and shoulders above the rest as well. And so I always like to bring InterCoast College interns to my program because they are so beneficial. They get all the pieces that are necessary, meaning the 12 core functions of a counselor, the 12-step fellowship piece. I know is still a blessing to me to this day. Something about my agency and my program that I serve in.
And I would like to show you guys what Joe has donated with their company for
Oh
us.
my God, thank you so
This
much.
is
Yeah,
our
we have a lot
solar-
more material too, man. There's plenty more in our warehouse.
Please do, Drew.
So this is our lab, and this is all through Joe. He dropped it off, and I went and picked up some stuff. So thank you guys.
What we do is we actually work with the government as far as getting retail, industrial, commercial facilities up to Title 24 code. The reason why I went to InterCoast is I used to be a student at InterCoast. Ricardo was my instructor, and that was in 2015. So I remember everything that I learned. A lot of guys there as well, I still communicate and keep in touch with. They've been very successful. So I figured, why not go to InterCoast for that?
My name is Doug Hill. I'm the treatment center director for MedMark Treatment Centers in Sacramento. We're an opiate use disorder facility where we have 500 patients who are at some point in their life been addicted to an opiate use disorder, which is a substance of opiates, heroin, Norcos, might have been on pain management and they're no longer on pain management. But I'm also a graduate of InterCoast.
Wow.
So I graduated InterCoast in 2012. I was the first class when they went from 47th to Elk Grove. In the counseling studies, I started my journey at NCADD, was a counselor, came to MedMark as a counselor, became the counseling supervisor. Now I run the facility. I always look to InterCoast to bring fellow counselors into the field this way and to help them get their practicum in and everything they need. And then mostly I hire 90% of the interns that come this way because I believe in somebody gave me an opportunity, so I like to give back. And if they're taking a step to work in this field, the helping field, they're really taking a step in the right direction. So there are probably some humbled individuals who want to give back to the community to help individuals become an active member of society. And we have individuals that come to our clinic that they're not mandated. We're harm reduction. So they come in here on their own regard, asking for help. Do they struggle with addiction? Absolutely. But that's why we have certified and registered counselors to help them. So that's been my journey. It's been a blessing. So I thank InterCoast.
Initially, pre-COVID, we were able to go into the classes, introduce ourselves, provide a presentation. This is something that we don't typically do based on the bandwidth and also based on the needs. I mean, we are always hiring HVAC, just like any other trade, it's always in demand. There are not enough technicians for the number of positions that we need to fill. That's reality. And it's only going to get more challenging each year because, as a parent myself, I'm not telling my teenage boys to go get go to technical college. We just tend to do that, right? We tend to think that it's just, you got to get a traditional college degree, but in reality, there are a lot of individuals that is their passion. So the simple fact that you guys find these individuals and give them that pathway to reach their goals, help us because you are our bridge to connecting with these individuals that we need. And we've had a great return. So when we would go to the classes and conduct the presentations, explain who we were, at one point, there are sessions where we hired on the spot 5 technicians, which is superb. And we've had technicians stay on with us and we have a lot of growth opportunities. And anytime we start hiring again, I always reach out to you guys. You guys are really my go-to in California. And I absolutely love that.
I needed a tech that we could mold into what Fox family needs, not somebody who already had the bad habits. So what I really feel like is we got a student who knew that they wanted to work in the HVAC industry. They came in with a really solid foundation, just a good base foundation of the industry, and came in curious. And look at him now. He just installed his first outdoor unit all by himself. The other day, and the field supervisor Keith came in and said, "Hey, Tyler just put in an AC all by himself."
Wow.
So that's progress.
People are looking into solar more now so than ever before. And kind of along the lines of what I think his name was Greg said, just having some of these students who are willing to learn and take those same concepts of not just like, yes, a lot of them don't have heavy solar experience or heavy battery experience. Obviously, it's mostly basic, but we do like that they're moldable, trainable, teachable. They're willing to learn. Those same concepts of, hey, I just got out of school or I'm still currently enrolled, and they're willing to learn is huge in itself, because sometimes you get people who are experienced, they want $30 an hour, and you don't know if you're going to get that actual experience that they said they had on paper.
I was just looking at our count. We have about 15 InterCoast employees still working with us right now.
Wow.
And we typically hire, 25 to 30 InterCoast every year. So we're always expanding. We have about 300 employees that work for us out in the field. And we are going to be doing 4 Amazon buildings at the same time here in the region. So
wow,
we look at about 75 electricians on each one of those jobs. So there's a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to get more and more of the InterCoast employees out over the next couple months.
Galen, can you tell me what you love about working with us? Because it seems
well, like a lot of the people that already talked, having the pre-training is so great. One of the things that, we've always hired new people with no experience because we thought that's the best way to bring people in. But when you can already have them pre-trained by you guys as far as the basics, their schooling, ready to take their journeyman's test as far as electrician goes, having their ET card is really big, all the stuff that you guys do is just great. It's really helpful to a business like ours. It takes a lot of things out of our hands that we don't have to take care of.
Thank you. And that's what we do, is what we appreciate. But we actually appreciate your partnership even more so because of that. And you have so much trust in what we do, and so much trust in Joelle and in Yvonne and in our school. So talk to me about the future. You said you're opening up some Amazon warehouse.
Yeah, so we're doing right now by the Sacramento airport. We have a 1 million square foot Amazon building going right now. We have 75 electricians on that one. And then just down the street, a quarter mile from it, they're going to be starting another one that's almost 600,000 square foot. So we'll be starting that probably in 2 to 3 weeks. We're finishing a 1 million square foot Amazon in Tracy, which will probably be on another 4 or 5 months. And just down the street, they're opening another Amazon, another 1 million square foot.
Oh my gosh.
Down the street from it. So we're going to be doing those 4 Amazons all at the same time. And that's ridiculous.
And so
much work.
Who are you coming to for your hiring needs for that?
We come, in that kind of thing, we come to everybody because we need everybody we can get, but we always come to you guys first.
I know.
So
we love that.
It's the
so
training
much.
that you guys give us.
And I know Nina appreciates those verifications because they come very smoothly. And that's another reason the partnership is so strong, is that we're able to communicate with your organization and we can identify who's actually been hired, who hasn't, and get proper feedback and also find out their start dates. It's just a seamless process. So Galen, big giant thank you for being on our call today.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me. It's been a pleasure. So I thank everybody and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Galen. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Pamela, Danielle, Kelsey, thanks for jumping on. Yvonne, thank you, Sandra, and thank you, Heather, for all joining us here today, and to everyone that was here. We appreciate your partnership, and I'm looking forward to the future for more.